Hey guys, I'm back. Okay. Um, I wanted to do this reading. I want to go ahead and do this before we enter July. Okay. So back a few days ago, I did a reading on Diddy's trial. Okay, and some updated news has come out about his charges. Okay, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But yes, I did a reading. Okay, and I want to put this out there, this prediction out here before we get into July, because um I've just been I ran into the update. Oh, TMZ did a video, okay, where they were saying that they dropped the major charges on Diddy. Okay, so let's I mean, I don't like to watch. I haven't been really even like getting into the trial like that. But and the only reason I know about it is because if you are on the internet, you can't miss it. It's being shoved in my face at every turn or whatever. So if you're the type of person that you never get on the internet or you watch the news or whatever, I don't have a TV, you guys. I don't have cable or whatever. I have internet and I watch streaming platforms or whatever, and I have YouTube. Okay, so I don't watch the news or whatever, and I'm on the internet most of the time or whatever, and so yes, I do run into it, but I have been following it like that. Okay, so let's get into the charges that I ran into when I saw the TMZ video. Okay, the update of the charges that was being dropped. Okay, y'all. So the charges that have been dropped right now is attempted kidnapping, the attempted arson charge has been dropped, and the aiding and abetting and sex trafficking has been dropped. Okay, so y'all, those are the meat and potatoes, okay, of the charges right there, of the RICO charge. Okay, so you guys are gonna, if y'all go back to the video that I did, the first video about the trial that I did, y'all will see what I'm talking about in that video. Okay, but now I'm gonna go further and say, go ahead and give a prediction or whatever, and not because they done dropped the charges, because of what I said before. Okay, they cannot charge. So what's left on the table? Bribery, forced labor, and obstruction of justice. Okay, so I looked these up. Okay, for anybody who don't understand what's going on, and I clearly, wanted to understand. So bribery is forced labor and obstruction of justice are all considered criminal charges falling under various categories depending on the specific content and jurisdiction. Bribery and forced labor are generally classified as felonies. Okay, um, while obstruction of justice can be either a felony or misdemeanor. Okay, so he could either be charged with a felony or misdemeanor when it comes to the bribery. Okay, what else was the forced labor, also known as involuntary servitude or slavery, is the act of coercing someone to work against their will. Okay, it is a severe crime, often classified as a felony, and is prosecuted under human trafficking. So that falls under human trafficking. Okay, so that's what's left on the table, you guys. So I pulled some cards, and now I'm gonna get started. Okay. All right. So when I first pulled the cards or whatever, okay, Nine of Cups in reverse came out, Four of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So this is talking about the prosecution. Okay. Unfulfilled, selfish, greedy, materialistic mistakes. Okay. The Four of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry. Nine of Cups in reverse. So Nine of Cups upright is pretty much, for those who know tarot, who read tarot, and y'all can see the cards or whatever. Fulfillment. Nine of Cups means fulfillment. Okay, but this is in reverse, so it's like they're not fulfilled. Okay, with the yeah, and they made a couple of mistakes or whatever, a few mistakes or whatever, and the prosecution was just imperfection. Okay, Four Swords. They're just continuing despite the dire stress. Okay, I feel like some of the defense is lazy. They're exhausted too, and they're restless. Okay, unwilling to rest. Okay, and then Five of Pentacles. They're feeling out in the cold. Okay, they feel like it's a hardship. This is a loss. Okay, um, loss of money or position, or toil or harshness, a lack of resources. Okay, all right. So this is talking about the prosecution. Okay, and then next, okay, these cards came out. The King of Pentacles. That's Mr. Sean Combs, you guys. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles comes out. Okay, which talks about accomplishments, inheritance. Okay, self-care, reward, and satisfactory, and luxury. Okay, so I feel like this is let's keep going. But the King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, this is kind of telling the story like he's gonna continue to be in luxury. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, he still has quite a bit of his his luxurious life. Okay, his money, his pentacles. Okay, and then the King of Wands came up in the reverse. Evil-minded, cruel, bigoted. Okay, and careless and discord. Okay, so I feel like this is talking about how Diddy, how to okay, how the public feels about him, because after that, okay, came thoughts. Okay, so he knows that this is what people are thinking of him. Okay, Okay, and then wealthy man came out with thoughts. Okay, they're still talking about him. Wealthy man came out with thoughts, despair, and concern. Okay, so this wealthy man who we're speaking of, which is Diddy. Okay, he's in his thoughts. Okay, he's in his thoughts about how people feel, about how people feel like he's a monster, he's evil minded. Okay, so this has him in despair and it's concerning him. Okay, you guys, that's why the concern card came out. Okay, after that, thief and courthouse came out, you guys. So I'm getting the feeling that thief and courthouse, this is like stealing time from him. Okay, the time is being stolen from him. Okay, because he has to go to court and all these things or whatever, theft and courthouse. Okay, and I feel like this is how he's feeling. Like this is, like I said, this is stealing time away from him, when he could be, doing other things. Okay, but this is a situation. It is what it is. Okay, that's his feelings. Okay, and then someone in high honor came out. High honor, change, unexpected income, and gift. Okay, so guys, I don't know if this is someone in high honor, okay, that's gonna change the situations. This situation is gonna change, okay, from because of somebody in high honor, okay, because the unexpected card came out. Now on this card, y'all, the unexpected income, it looks like someone that has money and riches, okay, is putting some money into the hands of someone who is not abundant, okay. The hand looks a lot more it looks like a poverty hand, a impoverished hand, okay? And a rich man hand looks like he has on a suit and a ring, okay? So I don't know, you guys, if this is him paying somebody off, an official person. I don't know now. It could be a judge is an official person, a lawyer, someone on the other side of the prosecution, someone in high honor. He gave some money to, okay, y'all, okay? Because the gift card came out after this. He gifted someone with some money that can change this situation around, y'all. Okay, now this is only for entertainment purposes only, you guys, okay? So then the lover came out with a child. So I wanted to clarify with this, and the Knight of Swords came out with this little card in the middle. Okay, so Knight of Swords, fearless, ambition, competition, logical, scientific, skillful, brave, and clever. Okay, so this talks about a lover. Okay, and this card is about communication. Okay, it says opening to communication, groups, and growth. Okay, so I don't know if some kind of lover of his with a child communicated, or maybe it was on the stand, because we don't in maybe in like not like on a prosecution side or something like that. A baby mother, someone with a child, someone who this might be Cassie, y'all. Okay, because it says lover and communication and child. Okay, so I don't know if it's Cassie. She's with a child. She has a child. She's pregnant during the trial. Okay, communication. Someone with communication. She's communicating about this. Okay, so she was on the stand in the prosecution's side. Okay, and then we can move on to imprisonment. The imprisonment card came out. Bad health, pathway, and great fortune. You guys, when I looked at this imprisonment card, right? This is someone who's hanging out of a jail cell, okay, and a rat is there. Do y'all see that little rat? Y'all might have to zoom in on it, okay? So this is somebody, a rat, okay? This is somebody that's locked up that they tried to maybe the prosecution try to get the flip, okay? Somebody who's locked up or whatever, okay? They tried to get somebody who's locked up to flip, okay? Somebody who's in bad health. Somebody who's in bad health, okay, to flip, okay? So they wanted a testimony of somebody who was locked up, y'all. Y'all use y'all imagination, okay? It could be somebody that's locked up, okay? They wanted this person to rat on him, okay? He's in bad health, okay? So, and then it says pathway and great fortune. This is not, the pathway that this is going to lead to is great fortune, y'all. So, I get that this is what this is saying, okay? This is a pathway to great fortune. So he's still gonna have his fortune, y'all. He's in great fortune. He's still gonna have great fortune. Okay, and then the last 3 little cards that came out, y'all, 4 from the small deck was 8 of Wands, the Devil card in reverse, okay, the Strength in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles, y'all. Okay, first let me explain the 8 of Wands. Okay, the 8 of Wands represents changes, okay, contribution, rebirth, fairness, okay. Now this is talks about untrustworthy, insolent, theft, oppressive, dispute, jealousy, delays, and frustration. Yes, this has caused a lot of delays and frustration. But y'all, the Devil card came out in reverse. Release, okay, from bondage. This man is gonna walk free, y'all. He's gonna walk free, okay, because the weakness card came out. The prosecution was weak. All these charges that they tried to file against him, it was weak. They didn't have any they did not have any proof. They couldn't tie him to the arson or whatever way he blew up the car or whatever with supposedly Kid Cudi or whatever, okay. They couldn't tie him to that, okay. The last card that came out was the family card, 10 of Pentacles. He's gonna walk home to his family, y'all. He's gonna be released and walk to he's going home to his family, y'all. He's going home, y'all, and I get the feeling that with the time he's already served, he may get time served. He may get he could possibly get like probation or whatever. Get a get a chance to go just serve the rest of his term out in probation. Okay, some sort of probationary period. Okay, but this is speaking the 10 of cups right here is speaking about family, him going home to his family, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more card from my major arcana, minor arcana deck, the little small deck. Okay, I'm gonna pull one card. Okay, while I have you guys here. Ten of Swords came out in the reverse. Recovery, y'all. He's walking. He's gonna walk, y'all. He's gonna recover from this. Here's the prediction I'm making before we get into July, okay? Because we all know court is not gonna proceed on holidays or whatever, 4th of July and all this. So I think the court is closed on July 3rd and July 4th. But baby, after next week, some kind of verdict may come through or whatever, or we'll find out more information about this. But it's looking like it's gonna be released because the 6 of Pentacles came out. It says giving, receiving, fairness, justice. Yo, this man is going out. This is what's coming out in the cards. Okay, after the 10 of Swords came out in reverse, 6 of Pentacles upright, justice, giving. Okay, talks about, y'all know, some of y'all who read the cards or whatever, y'all know what 6 of Pentacles stand for: justice, influence, nobility, sharing. He is going to walk free, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna end this or whatever. Y'all give me y'all thoughts or whatever, because my community post is open. I'm open to I mean, I'm not gonna debate or whatever, but I'm open to a healthy debate amongst the community or comments or whatever, how y'all feel about it. I'm not gonna be biased and argue with anyone about it, okay? But if y'all want to discuss the trial, y'all can go to the community tab, okay? So thank you for watching. Like and share this video if y'all would like to, okay? I did it before the July week comes in, or before the month comes in or whatever, but we shall see what's gonna happen with this trial. Okay, y'all, thanks. Goodbye until the next time.